didn't even know Beyonce had new hair care line.
I see you watching TV, I know you want it, I know you need it.
Hello beautiful people, my name is Darian Lake and I'm back with another video. As we already saw by the title and the previews, I'm gonna be about Cécred, Beyonce's new hair care line that dropped, I want to say like a month or so ago. But first, the details on this hair. This is actually crochet. I've done it a couple of times on my channel already. You can see the blends of my real hair and the crochet. This is like my go-to hairstyle, one of them, because I just like love curly hair. I feel like it brings out the best in my features. If you want me to do it again, I guess I can, but it's really gonna be the same thing that I already did before. Let's get into the hair care line because I picked up a few goodies. So I have the Hydrating Shampoo. I have the Moisturizing Deep Conditioner, and then I picked up the Moisture Sealing Lotion. And I think for all of these products, I want to say I spent like 120 or 130. I don't think that's bad for high-end hair products. And I think that when it comes to your hair, you can't complain about like natural hair being difficult when you don't put the time, effort, and money into it like the same way that a hairstylist would. But let's get into it. So the hair care line is officially out. Cécred takes the say from Beyonce and then replaces Cécred because hair is sacred. She did the same thing for her fragrance Saint Noir just a few months ago. I did not purchase the fragrance because I don't like blind buying fragrances. Like I really need to know the notes, and I low-key need reviews before I purchase things over $5. I ain't even gonna lie. But back to speaking of fragrance, each product has a signature fragrance description, and oud and sandalwood is the most notable scent in my opinion, which I ended up really liking. Like I felt like I smelled fragranced for like a day after doing my hair with this. So if you don't like that, you probably won't like this. Both of those are often used for aromatherapy purposes because they have calming effects, and I can attest to that being my experience. So we're gonna go into each product as a deep, in-depth talk through because I was ear hustling and I heard these haters talking about, I didn't even know Beyonce had a new hair care line. That is like people's favorite thing to do, like diminishing. One thing that I would like to add is that when I was looking online for like Cecred.com, it freezes a lot on my computer, but I don't have any problems with the mobile app. I'm not really sure what's tea on that, but if you're having similar problems, just look on your phone. And they do have free shipping on all orders, and I don't know if that's ever gonna end, but I made my purchase probably like 3 weeks ago and it's still a promo. So this should be under our story because I love reading like the background on new products. It says our sacred approach. Hair is sacred. No matter the hair type or texture, we all deserve products that are safe and effective. We place scientific innovation and product performance above all else to deliver what all hair craves. Rich conditioners and fortifying protein, advanced science and fermentation, sensorial luxury, and exceptional performance. We don't just dress hair with cosmetic sheen. We combine our patent-pending technology with the wisdom and rituals passed down through generations to deliver high-performing formulas for visible strength, length retention, moisture, and shine. No matter how you wear your hair, natural, down, blown out, flat iron, braided, colored, weaves, and wigs, it starts with a healthy foundation. I think that that's kind of like what sold me on the brand, is their acceptance of all of the ways that Black women choose to wear our hair, because I think that that's a lot of the problems with the natural hair community. It's like you can't call yourself a natural if you don't wear it in its natural state, and that's like a topic for another day. But I also admire the fact that most of the products are for curly, coily hair. I'm like, yeah, let me go ahead and support. So first we're gonna start with this hydrating shampoo, and I did use this, and when I tell you I could not open up the top, like I waited until my head was already underneath the sink, but you really just open it by pushing it like that and then squirting it out. And of course you have to take the top off, and there should be like a plastic cover right there, so you're gonna want to like peel that off. And I'm telling you things that I kind of needed to know myself. Let's get into it. So it says that the hydrating shampoo gently cleanses from root to tip with a luxurious lather and a high slip formula that leaves your hair feeling nourished, manageable, and strong. Infused with our antioxidant rich African oil blend, hydrating hyaluronic acid, and moisturizing phytocollagen complex. It helps to promote visible hair health, formulated without silicones, SLES, phthalates, and parabens, and it is for all hair types. The signature fragrance says that it has rich and complex temple ouds, has notes of oud, Australian sandalwood, warm musk, night blooming jasmine, Haitian vetiver, and violet leaves. I can say that after using this, it had like a really good lather. I low-key used too much. Like, I know I'm not the only one guilty that when the product says that you only need like a dime size amount, I'd be like, yeah, anyway. And then I like, I think like a small cookie, like that's what I would compare. That's how much I got in my hand, and that's my unit of measurement. But it lathered up really nicely, and I used this twice to cleanse my hair, and I will be using it again. It says that it's the ingredients say bioactive keratin ferment, African oil blends, and all that other good stuff. And at the bottom it says that it's safe for human hair, wigs, and weaves. When I wash my weaves low-key, I just be using like cheap shampoo like Pantene or whatever. I guess if I bought like raw virgin hair, I would use this on that, but I just have never done that before. Next, I have this Moisturizing Deep Conditioner. This is the product I was most excited for because I love a deep conditioner. I feel like you really can't go wrong. And it's very important for like 4C high porosity hair because my hair does not hold on to anything really. Like everything just kind of like slips out. But it says that the ultra rich buttery deep conditioner doesn't just coat hair with the illusion of conditioning and slip. It rehydrates, softens, and improves manageability. 12 moisturizing butters and oils restore suppleness and multi-level moisturization, while our patent pending ferment visibly strengthens. I love the science behind this. Squalane seals the cuticle. Antioxidant rich hyssop extract supports shine, and hyaluronic acid helps retain all that magical moisture. Formulated without silicones, SLES, phthalates, and parabens. Who is for hair craving deep moisture and hydration, and it's best for curly, coily, zigzag, coiled hair. The signature fragrance is similar to the hydrating shampoo, so I'm not going to read that again for y'all. And it says to apply evenly from root to tip on clean, sectioned hair. For best results, cover your hair with a plastic cap and add heat with a hooded dryer, steamer, or warm towel, and then rinse thoroughly. So my experience using this, I first of all love the texture. I feel like you can't really get a good view of that, but it has like it's thick. I don't think I've ever used a deep conditioner this thick before. The texture actually kind of reminds me of like glue, and then when I put it in my hair, it did not immediately disappear. Like you can still see the product in my hair. Like it's thick, okay? I'm telling you, if you have more fine hair, fine and not curly hair, this is definitely not the product for you, which I think is something that I admire about Cécred. It's definitely curated for curly, coily hair first, and then the other people kind of come after, which I like because sometimes we kind of feel like an afterthought, which, you know, I'm not here for. I I just really like it. And the last product that I bought is, what is this called? The Moisture Sealing Lotion. I use this after, I use this after washing and conditioning my hair and everything. So I used it for my braid down because I always need some type of like, not a leave-in, but just like a moisture lotion. Like for years I was using the pink moisture lotion, you know, the staples. I never liked Sulfur 8 or the Blue Magic because those had like such strong fragrances even for like days. But the details of this, okay, so it's infused with our Phytoseal Complex and African Oil Blend. This versatile lotion locks in moisture, fights frizz, seals split ends, and aids styling with a soft hold. Curls look more shiny, enhanced, and defined. Hair is left smooth and shiny and polished. Formulated without silicones, SLS, SLES, phthalates, and parabens. It's for all hair types, those experiencing frizz, dullness, and reversion, those seeking curl definition or style longevity. Signature fragrance is similar as the other ones. And it says you can use this on wet or dry hair. I did use it both ways. And it's supposed to reduce split ends by 92%, less frizz after 24 hours of high humidity exposure, seals cuticles, and fills in micro cavities. This helps styles last longer, enhances and defines curls, leaves hair touchably soft, smooth, and shiny, safe for wigs and weaves as well. So I used this on my hair wet yesterday to do my twist out because that's what I do for my hair that I leave out of my crochet. And I use the LOC method, which is, so the LOC method means that you use liquid, an oil, and then a cream. The other option is LCO, so that means that you use a liquid, a cream, then an oil. So I'm not really sure which one I like best on my hair. I kind of feel like I definitely have 4C hair, but it's not hard for my hair to, I don't want to say get with the program, but she's trained. Like my hair does not curl out of my head like this, but if I do a twist out, it's usually successful. So what I used was, for the liquid, I just use water. I've never used like a moisture liquid. And then the oil that I'm using is the Bread hair gloss, and then the cream that I used was this. So I feel like she was successful. It's a little bit heavy for like daily use. I think I would have to use this like every other day to really enjoy it. But I did like it. It's just a little heavy. And as far as the fragrance goes, for all the products, I personally enjoy it, but I could see someone wanting it to be fragrance free if you're sensitive in that way. Like, this smells so good. I want a fragrance. I don't think I want the Stay Noir, but if they eventually come out with like a fragrance, or if this was even a body butter, I would love. So if you guys want to see how I use these products, go ahead and stick around. I have my tools in the sink because I'm gonna clean them while I clean my hair. I always do this. And then my Tangle Tweezer is next to me. Tangle Teezer. I use this to like massage my scalp with the product in it. And I got the worst angle possible of me in the sink. I'm really just like making sure my hair is extra, extra wet because my hair is high porosity, which basically means that it doesn't really like hold on to product. Like it all slips out. So I have to make sure that it's drenched before I put the shampoo in. When I'm washing my hair myself, I usually take about 3 to 5 minutes making sure my hair is properly wet. And okay, so this is where I had the problem opening up the Cécred bottle. And don't mind my eyebrows. I was trying to tint them. I used to do this all the time, but like I find that the tint is not really sticking. So just overall, just ignore that. And I poured way too much shampoo because I felt that a little bit went a long way with this product. Like they definitely knew what they were doing in that regard. And I enjoyed the way that this lathered up. Like, you see how that just took over like my whole head? I think that when you have shampoo though, you don't really need to have as much product in your head as I do. I am massaging that through the whole hair shaft and also trying to make sure I get my scalp, trying to make sure I do it all. Whenever I'm working with shampoo in my hair, I try to make sure that I do it for at least like 2 to 3 minutes straight. Ignore all that extra stuff. Oh my gosh. And that is just the best way to get the professional outcome that you want. Like, I don't think, well, obviously, professionals are better at doing your hair because they went to school for it, but it's also the amount of effort that they put into it. So, you don't get to complain if you're like half trying. I'm using my Tangle Teezer now that I've already massaged the product mostly through my hair. It's a little rough, so you don't really need to be rough with it on your scalp. At some point, I would love to have like a hose underneath my sink, not underneath my sink, but to help me rinse. But for the present moment, I'm gonna just have to use this plastic cup from wherever I was eating at, child. I don't remember. And I make sure that that shampoo is thoroughly washed out. And then I'm gonna shampoo one more time with the hydrating shampoo. I always shampoo twice, sometimes 3 times if I need to clarify. And I've just always done this to make sure that you get all of the product out of your hair before you go in with the shampoo number two, because shampoo is not really meant to sit in your scalp. So you want to make sure that you're not over processing in that way. And again, to make sure that I'm thoroughly rinsing, I usually take about 3 to 5 minutes, or I'm listening to music, so like one whole song to make sure that I got everything. And I try to make sure that I don't forget my edges because that low key is a weak spot for me because it's kind of in the front and I be trying to make sure I get the back. I know all my little strengths and weaknesses because I've done this so many times. It's really just a matter of trial and error. The product I was most excited for is this deep conditioner because I love deep conditioners that always leave my hair feeling like super buttery. And this has like such a thick consistency. I don't think I've ever used a deep conditioner that was this thick. Um, I would compare it to like glue and not in a bad way, but it just has like I don't know, it's really not comparable. I enjoyed the way it felt when I was running through my scalp. Like has like good slip, which is a word I've heard other naturalistas use. And so I'm just massaging it through, making sure that it's hitting every part of my hair, the whole shaft, all that good stuff. I need all the moisture that this $30 conditioner can give me. Then, when I decide that I've put it throughout my whole head, I am gonna put on a plastic conditioning cap and I'm gonna go eat a snack because this is kind of like exhausting work. I also use this towel wrap that I bought. I bought this from shopmissa.com. I've also seen them at the dollar store and even on Amazon. It's just a way to dry your hair and it's microfiber technology. So I heard that cotton, kind of not cotton, but like standard towels are not good for our natural hair. Like they kind of make them extra dry. I don't really have to dry my hair anyway because as soon as it touches the air, it be starting to dry. But go ahead and get you one of these. And it's also kind of cute for like a little at home spa type of vibe. So I blow dried my hair off camera. If you want to see how I usually do it, you can watch one of my old natural hair videos. And I'm gonna be using this hair sealing lotion, moisture sealing lotion to do my braid down because I ended up doing crochet for this week's style. It ended up lasting 2 weeks, but I just apply it to my scalp and then like use it to help me braid. I do have a video on how to do cornrows on yourself. Um, it's hard to explain how to do it without me personally being there, but it's really about trial and error. Like, you just pull the hair from the scalp. Like, when you're braiding, you just have to keep pulling hair from the scalp. Go ahead and watch the old video if you need more assistance. I just did a beauty haul where I was talking about all of my beauty products that I've recently purchased. If y'all want to check that out, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.